Welcome back to Butterfly Effect Tarot. My name is Lorraine, and today's topic is regarding what may be taking place within your life throughout this current week that we are in. There are going to be 3 groups, and the timestamps for each group will be in the description box in the comment section below. If the readings and messages resonate, please feel free to like and subscribe, and you can let me know in the comment section if you choose. For all of my subscribers and returning viewers, as always, thank you. I greatly appreciate your support. For newer viewers, welcome. And if interested after this video, you may return to the channel. There are other topics, videos, and readings there as well. But other than that, let's go ahead and get into each one of your messages. Welcome to your reading, Pile 1, regarding what can you expect to be happening within your life during this current week, beginning Sunday, June 8th, 2025 to Saturday, June 14th, 2025. So you have a very excellent reading. Like, I cannot wait to get into this. I've already pre-shuffled and pulled the cards. I typically pull 5 cards, but 6 cards came through. So let's go ahead and look into those cards, and then we will get into this amazing reading. The first card out is the Seven of Wands, followed by the Queen of Wands. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles, followed by the Wheel of Fortune. And then we have the Three of Cups, followed by the Ace of Cups. Bottom of the deck energy is the Devil. There are 3 clarifiers from a separate tarot deck, and those cards are as follows: the Hierophant, followed by Justice. And then we have the Page of Swords. Bottom of the deck energy is the Nine of Cups. So it does not matter if you're male or female, masculine or feminine energy, the messages should apply no matter what. So essentially what's happening here is you have the Queen of Wands energy showing up. It doesn't matter your gender. This is giving me the implication that you will be operating or embodying or feeling in this very attractive, confident, sexy energy this week. Very bold, very courageous. There could be something that you're pursuing or working on right now. Or for some of you, this is essentially you kind of stepping out of your shell. Maybe this week you'll decide to go out and start pursuing some hobbies or starting some creative endeavors or projects that you've been working on. With the Nine of Pentacles going into the Wheel of Fortune, this is an energy of unexpected abundance. The Nine of Pentacles is where we've worked hard, we've been building something, we've been putting into something and waiting for the fruits of our labor to come in. And this is essentially what's happening. Now, the Nine of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune could also be an unexpected windfall. So there's maybe an unexpected source of income or check or something that comes in. Maybe something that you've been building with this Queen of Wands going into the Nine of Pentacles starts to bear fruit. Like you've been building a project or working on your own business. For some of you, this is within a job or career. Maybe you'll get a promotion unexpectedly, or there may be a pay raise, an inheritance, but there's definitely an energy of you being able to spoil yourself this week. A lot of energy and focus on the self, because you have the Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck in the clarifiers, and you have the Nine of Pentacles in the original reading. The Nine is the self, and then you have the Queen of Wands, who is somebody that is very focused on herself. This is somebody who is very focused on her goals, her dreams, and focused on having fun, enjoying life, and really just thriving and living unapologetically in her power and her sexy, beautiful, attractive energy. So for some of you, you may be changing up your routines this week. I do feel like for a lot of you, there could be some purging. Maybe there's some cleansing in your environment, decluttering. Maybe there could be a change in your eating habits. Some of you could be maybe going out and starting some new physical activity. If it's not exercise, maybe dancing, Pilates. But there is a lot of energy here of emotional fulfillment. You have the Nine of Cups and you have the Ace of Cups. For some of you, with that Three of Cups going into the Ace of Cups, there could be a friend group or some sort of a celebration that you attend this week, or get an offer for this week. And it may lead to you meeting somebody who offers you a cup of their love, right? Maybe this could be somebody you already know or a friend of a friend that may reveal they have feelings for you or make an offer of a date. This could also be, again, with this Wheel of Fortune going into the Three of Cups, this could be you celebrating some sort of unexpected good karma that comes in. There's some sort of opportunity, good news, financial abundance. There's some sort of success or victory that you have this week. And it seems like with the Three of Cups, you may be celebrating and having fun with those around you as a result. And then with the Ace of Cups, this adds emotional fulfillment to you. You could find emotional fulfillment from this group. Others of you, you could potentially unexpectedly find yourself um, coming into contact with a soul tribe, or a group of people or a community that, based off of you just going out, hanging out, it's just an energy this week of you really enjoying yourself. Some of you could be going and doing things that you haven't done in a while. Some of you could be getting your nails done, getting your hair done, going shopping, getting a new wardrobe. Others of you, there may be a new job opportunity that comes in that's very financially fulfilling, and it's something that you love to do, that you're passionate about. But there's just a lot of bliss here. Now, of course, we did mention the devil card at the bottom of the deck. We did mention the Seven of Wands in the beginning. Now, the devil energy, as we know, is unhealthy attachments, it's addictions, it's people around us that could be toxic. It could be us being very pessimistic. Some of you could have been or are currently in this very dark energy. You could have had maybe negative ways of thinking, or you could have had people around you in the past or even in the present where there's an unhealthy attachment. There could be envy, jealousy, there could be people that are keeping you stuck, or you could be energetically stuck to people that don't have your best interest at heart. I say that because with the Seven of Wands, this is an energy of things, people coming up against you. This is you being a conqueror, overcoming competition, overcoming obstacles and challenges and things and people that are trying to block you. So there is something you're overcoming this week. There is some sort of this feels like a completion of some sort of a cycle that may be tied to an unhealthy relationship that maybe has been lingering in your energy field, keeping you stuck. This could be people that were coming up against you. For example, with the Seven of Wands going into the Queen of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. For some of you, this could be a work situation where there was people competing with you, people trying to block you from getting a promotion or block you from getting a raise, or people that just didn't want to see you thrive and succeed. And somehow you are finally cutting ties with this, or there's an energetic final chapter closing, because the Wheel of Fortune is the end of a cycle that you complete, a cycle that can be very difficult. It's a lot of failures, it's a lot of unhappiness, it's a lot of negative thing after negative thing. But with it in the upright, it's like now the Wheel of Fortune has turned in your favor. And all the work that you've been doing on yourself, this could feel like a week of a glow up in your life, physically, mentally, emotionally, and financially. There's just this energy of you feeling empowered. You feel like you're thriving. You're feeling like you're on top of the world. And if this doesn't all unfold within this week, then there's definitely the stages, or you feeling this energy kind of coming in throughout the week and setting the stage for all of this to come in, because this is a lot of energy. So for sure, if all of this energy comes in at this time, I would love if you would come back to the reading and let me know in the comments, because this is a beautiful, beautiful energy. And I would love if all of this did come in for you this week. But of course, even if the stage is being set this week, this is still something that seems like it's coming in. But it is as a result of the work that you've been doing on yourself. It is as a result of you kind of overcoming some bad habits that you have. There could be patterns of addiction. Doesn't mean it has to be deep and dark. It could just mean something as simple as procrastinating, negative thinking, kind of holding yourself back, just different things that maybe you could be creating in your own life that are keeping you from having your blessings and abundance, or other people or past highs and energies that have kind of been hindering you. This week, you finally operate in this very warrior conqueror energy, and you're taking your power back. And as a result, there's finally this kind of unfolding and opening and pouring of blessings and love. Mind you, Venus is currently in Taurus, and Jupiter is now, I believe it is the ninth, yeah. So Jupiter is now officially in Cancer. So that would make sense, because Jupiter in Cancer does bring about emotional fulfillment and things that bring emotional fulfillment and abundance. And Venus at home in Taurus also could bring about a Nine of Pentacles, unexpected, financial abundance and comfort. For some of you, this could be a living situation that you is improving for you, or maybe you have the opportunity to move. For others of you, this could just be an energy of you finally wanting to create more structure and harmony and comfort in your own life. With the devil at the bottom, like I said, that could just be a lot of energy of clutter, habits, routines, procrastination. It could be a number of things. For a lot of you, it is attachments from the past or present that you're finally detaching from and healing from. But I do feel also with this Hierophant coming out, that's an energy of purity. That's an energy of pure connections, pure environment, circumstances. The Nine of Pentacles is about having discipline and structure and order and being able to have a lot of time and enjoying that time to yourself and enjoying the comfort of your home and your circumstances. So I do feel like for some of you, this is you maybe cleansing out, getting rid of old stuff that no longer serves you, just finally throwing everything from the past, everything that was keeping you stuck, everything that was hindering you, everything that was blocking your blessings and keeping you from being able to see clearly and from being able to live and enjoy life. This feels like a week of you breaking free. Okay, this feels very much like a week of you breaking free. Any heartbreak, anything that has been prevalent in your energy, you're finally just taking your power back from it. And as a result, that action, it seems like, is triggering a domino effect in your life this week. And then, of course, we have justice out here. So for some of you, there could be a legal situation pending. And especially with the Hierophant, this is a wise counsel, usually somebody that could be in a position of power and authority to make decisions, but somebody that is honorable and does the right thing. And with the Page of Swords, this could be the decision being made. Like maybe there's some news or something that is found out, and then this is ruled in your favor because at the bottom of the deck is the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment, wish is coming true. And this happiness is joy, it's celebration. So I do feel like for some of you, that Justice card could also just be the energy of karmic justice because the Wheel of Fortune is out here. So this is an energy of there being harmony and balance finally coming into flow, feeling like things are finally looking up for you, feeling like things are finally moving forward, feeling like things are finally coming in that are fulfilling. And it's feeling like ease. It doesn't feel like anything that's heavy or anything that's coming with any negative energies attached. Now, like I said, for some of you with the Seven of Wands, there could be people trying to come up against you, trying to block you, people with a lot of opinions about what you're doing, how you're living, or just people that are just, again, haters, you know. But again, the Seven of Wands is the conqueror. And then the Queen of Wands following, this is somebody that is not concerned with obstacles. They're not concerned with what other people say or do or think. They walk to the beat of their own drum. So you are going to feel very much vocal this week with the Page of Swords, using your voice, finding your voice and using it, setting boundaries with yourself, setting boundaries with others and enforcing those boundaries, and essentially just taking a lot of action, really just going out and being in your power, enjoying standing in the sun, because this looks like it's a long time coming. So I do feel like there will be some, maybe for some of you, some pure connections coming in where there's joy, like-minded individuals. There could be an unexpected event or let's say an unexpected event, an unexpected invitation to hang out with family and friends, or this is unexpectedly coming into contact with a soul tribe or somebody that is like-minded and there's an emotional fulfillment. For others of you, this is a friend group or somebody from the past that unexpectedly comes back around because the Three of Cups is a reunion. So it could be an old friend, an old romantic partner that, you know, was a positive energy. And then it kind of may unfold into an Ace of Cups for some of you. But I do see happiness and fulfillment. This is a beautiful reading. I would love if all of this unfolds within this week for you because I would love to hear about it. But as I said, I know that everybody's at a different point in their journey. For some of you, this has already unfolded. So you already are aware of what's happening and what I'm talking about. For others of you, the stage may be set this week. And even then, again, I still feel like there's some sort of energy of you feeling very attractive, very powerful, very driven, very ambitious this week. Some of you could, like I said, be stepping into a leadership role. Some of you are really going out there and taking, you know, what you desire for yourself, your dreams, your goals. You're really just putting a lot of energy into creating a life that you desire. And it looks like, based off this Wheel of Fortune and Justice card and the Hierophant, that essentially the divine spirit is in alignment with this. You're basically working with spirit because the Hierophant energy is a bridge between the spiritual world and the material world. So I do feel like there's some sort of divine intervention coming in there. Some of you could find a spiritual guru or a wise counsel. Some of you could potentially be going to seek out therapy. But there is definitely some sort of energy coming in here where there's justice finally being served on your behalf, the Wheel of Fortune finally turning in your favor, you finally being able to overcome obstacles, addictions, bad habits, negative patterns, negative ways of thinking, old connections that were still hindering you and hurting you, people and connections in your present that were holding you back. You're breaking free, you're finding joy, you're finding abundance, and this just looks like an amazing, amazing week. Very much. And again, Jupiter going into Cancer this week, Venus in Taurus. So I do feel like collectively a lot of people will be feeling a lot more joy and comfort and bliss this week. And I love that for us all. But based off of these cards, I especially love that for you. Because with Justice going into the Page of Swords, seemingly it feels like you're completing a cycle of transformation, spiritual transformation with this Hierophant. And with the Justice card, it's now like Justice is coming in to kind of pay that good karma back to you, especially with the Wheel of Fortune. The Page of Swords denotes you've learned a lot of lessons, and now you're starting to apply them this week. You're starting to stand in your power, and you're starting to use your voice, and you're starting to enjoy life in a way that maybe you haven't for a long time. And may this beautiful blessings come in right away, and may it be something that is everlasting in each of your lives. I am going to leave the reading there. And of course, if it did resonate on any level, please feel free to like and subscribe. You may let me know in the comments if you choose. And if interested, you can return to the channel. There are other topics, videos, and readings there as well. But other than that, thank you. Welcome to your reading group 2 regarding what can you expect to be taking place within your life throughout this current week that we are in. So I've already pre-shuffled and pulled the cards. I prefer to pull 5 cards, but 6 cards came through for your reading. So I will go ahead and look into those cards, and then we'll get into the reading. The first card out is the Seven of Swords, followed by the King of Wands. And then we have the Two of Swords, followed by the King of Pentacles. And then we have the Sun, followed by the Seven of Wands. Bottom of the deck energy is the Eight of Pentacles. For the clarifying cards, we have the Seven of Swords again, followed by the Queen of Pentacles. And then we have the Six of Swords as the final clarifier. Bottom of the deck energy is the World card for the clarifiers. So it does not matter if you're male or female, masculine or feminine energy. The messages should apply no matter what. So for this group, I feel like somebody is viewing you. I'm going to start it this way because there's quite a bit to get into here. There's somebody that's viewing you as very attractive, very much successful, independent, somebody that is very confident, very responsible, somebody that is in this energy of being able to take care of themselves and others. Very reliable, very beneficial. They're seeing you as somebody that I feel they can benefit from, but also somebody that they want to maybe come in and add additional value to your life, to your situation. But they are seeing you as somebody that kind of has it all put together. Whether you do or not, this is how your energy is showing up. Now, let's kind of get into this because really quickly, this one was a complex one. Group 2 usually doesn't give me an issue when it comes to pulling out the cards and getting the energy from them. But I've had to pre-shuffle and pull for this one at least 3 or 4 times. The story has been consistent, but it has unfolded in a different way. So I'm going to go ahead and get into this. For some of you, this is work and career. For most of you, this is a romantic situation. With the Seven of Swords and King of Wands coming out, followed by the Two of Swords and the King of Pentacles. This is the energy of somebody who was very deceptive, a liar, a cheater, a thief, somebody that for some of you in this romantic sense, you may have children with this person. Because the Queen of Pentacles is a working parent who has to provide for herself and those around her. And then the Sun card represents children, and it can represent children. And then it's coming out with the King of Pentacles, who is matching that Queen of Pentacles energy. But I feel like in the past, this person is somebody that was very selfish and really looked out for themselves. They kind of felt like they got away with something. They were very much inconsiderate. That's an energy of unfairness and injustice. And the King of Wands paired with that is somebody that could have been really living the fast life, a player, somebody that was really out there, really thinking about themselves, somebody that was very deceptive in the way that they approach life. And they really, again, just were very toxic and unhealthy. But with the Two of Swords coming out, this is an energy of blurred lines. In a sense, it's like your energy is split and there's a lack of clarity there. There's also fear and doubt. This person has a fear of coming in, but they still are essentially wanting to come in. I do feel like with this energy coming up this week, this is somebody that's going to reach out to you, whether this is work or romance. This is somebody that is wanting to come in to earn your trust. They're wanting you to view them in a different light. With the Two of Swords coming out between the King of Wands and King of Pentacles, this gives me the implication that some of these people, I will not say all because it's a general reading. I will give some of them the benefit of the doubt. But some of these people are still operating in an ebb and flow between this King of Wands and this King of Pentacles. Some of these people are still deceptive, and they're coming in to present as this King of Pentacles energy, somebody that wants to build, because the Eight of Pentacles is at the bottom, somebody that wants to work with you. They want to be honorable, trustworthy, responsible, resourceful, somebody that you can rely on, somebody that is very confident and independent and a protector, a nurturer. But essentially, for some of them, they're still in this deceptive King of Wands energy. There's a hidden agenda. I feel like this is somebody that still has a lot of deep desire and passion for you. When I pre-shuffled earlier, the energy of the lovers did come out, and then the Queen of Pentacles came out then as well, but it came out paired with the Three of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. This person came out previously with the Knight of Pentacles and Seven of Swords energy, and then it came out again in the clarifiers in that same card pool with the King of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords energy. So this is definitely somebody wanting to come in and the energy of wanting to invest, offer you something, work with you to build something, to have something. But I feel like there's a desire here, whether this is work or romance, where this person wants to have something with you. I do feel for some of you, it was a blurred line. Maybe this is somebody you worked with and you had a romantic connection with. But with the World card at the bottom of the deck and the clarifiers, you've already completed a cycle with this person. I feel like you have already healed and transformed, because in the clarifiers of the Seven of Swords for a second time, and then it's coming out with the Queen of Pentacles and the Six of Swords, denoting that you moved away from this person. You chose healing. You chose to move away from conflict and struggles that was coming from this Seven of Swords person. You chose to invest in yourself, to really focus on your responsibilities, be responsible, really try to create comfort and this energy of ease in your own life. And with the World card, that's a long journey, a long, difficult journey to arrive at a point where you have healed, you have mastered your spiritual and material world planes, and now you're wanting to create the life that you want. So this is somebody that could have been out of your life for a very long time. And to be fair, some of them could have went through their own world energy where they had to go through a difficult cycle of healing. But I stand on what I say. Some of these individuals are still deceptive. They're wanting to come in this Seven of Swords energy, and with this Two of Swords energy, make it seem like they have changed. Earn your trust, get you open, get you dependable on them. But with this King of Wands and Seven of Swords, this is somebody that still wants to explore you on an intimate level. This is somebody that still could have other options. Or this is somebody, for some of them, where they are missing being intimate with you. They're seeing you as very attractive, very refined, very elegant, very sensual. And this is a situation where there could have been a very deep and passionate, strong chemistry here, especially on the sexual level, because the Lovers is a very tempting and lustful type of vibe. So I do feel like this is somebody that very much is desperate to be with you. They're desperate to gain benefits from you. Some of them could be struggling financially based off of the cards that have been coming out. And I feel like some of these people have been getting a very a harsh lesson in life, if you will. And now they're wanting to come back around because they are seeing you as comforting and nurturing, and somebody that is very much somebody they can rely on, somebody that is faithful, somebody that is very maybe good in bed, but also somebody that operates in this very refined and independent, mature energy. And they're wanting to come in and have this back because maybe they were out there in the streets doing what they do and realized that they would never find another you. And so now they're wanting to come back around. The world is travel, but the world energy, it can also be something that comes back around for a more positive, kind of like the Wheel of Fortune, a more improved energy, right? Completing a difficult cycle and then coming to this place where now you can have positivity, extreme pleasure, joy, success moving forward. And with the Eight of Pentacles and then the King and Queen of Pentacles out here, this is somebody that may want to have a Ten of Pentacles with you. This is somebody that wants to have this kind of family dynamic or this business situation. There's something here that this person stands to gain from you. Both the Seven of Wands, they do want to overcome any conflicts that happened in the past. They could also be feeling like there's the reason they're in this Two of Swords of fear of coming forward, and why they've been kind of stagnant all this time is because with the Seven of Wands, they may feel like you're going to be very defensive and standoffish with them, that maybe you're going to be very assertive or aggressive in how you approach them, and they're kind of maybe trying to brace themselves for this energy. Because I feel like even if you are defensive, this is somebody that's still going to kind of present like this King of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles energy, very understanding, very patient, very guarded. There's a deep desire for you to see them in a new light, especially with this Sun card. That's about success, prosperity, confidence, clear thinking. It's about joy and excitement. This person wants you to see them as somebody that can bring this, that is now more in this clear, loving, abundant energy, and not somebody that is deceptive and selfish anymore. I feel like this person is also seeing you, especially for the romantic situation, as the sun, as their happiness, as their joy. I feel like this person did not have happiness without you. The Two of Swords is an energy of lacking clarity. It's lacking confidence. It's an energy of kind of something that can lead to failure because you're at a standstill and you can't move. Whereas with the Sun card, this is about clarity. This is about success, prosperity, prosperity, and it's the Sun energy, which is fiery, fast moving, intense. But it's again optimism. So I feel like this person feels like by coming in, you can help restore joy in their life. Like their happiness lies with you. And if you both are parents together, their happiness lies with you and the family dynamic that you had once had or that they feel you should have together. So I do feel very strongly that this is somebody that is going to reach out if they haven't already. For some of them, because we're basing this off of the current energy, for some of them, they may stagnate a bit. There may be an energy of ebb and flow here, but I feel very strongly this person is aware that they messed up. They have the Seven of Swords twice. This person knows this is somebody that messed up big time. This is like double confirmation of betrayal. So this makes me feel like this is somebody that, again, they sabotage you, they stole from you, they abandon you, they put you in a position where you had to kind of be a Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles has a lot of responsibilities, and she is somebody that tends to have to rely on herself. But there can also oftentimes be a lot on her plate. So I feel like this is somebody that intentionally left you in a position where you had to become this independent energy, where you had to provide for yourself, you had to provide for others, you had to maybe start over. And while doing so, while operating in this Queen of Pentacles energy of being responsible, diligent, and taking care of your things that are people that rely on you, taking care of yourself, you still had to go through a difficult journey of healing and transformation with this Six of Swords and this World card, which made this experience all this time difficult. And I feel for a lot of you, you're finally coming into or have just recently come into this energy of equilibrium, of balance, of harmony, where things are finally starting to flow in, or this is what's going to happen. And maybe this person is energetically feeling this shift, because for some of these people, with the way they're viewing you, they may feel like there is somebody else around the corner that's going to come in and make you a job offer and benefit from this Queen of Pentacles energy. Or somebody's going to come in and make a romantic offer, and that's going to be somebody that you'll be working with this Eight of Pentacles on to build a legacy of love and an empire with. So I don't know how you're going to take this. I pre-shuffled and pulled it many times. The Seven of Swords has come out every single time in the clarifiers and in the original. The Knight of Pentacles and King of Pentacles has consistently come out. The Knight of Pentacles did not come out this time, but the King of Wands did. So I do feel like for some of these people, if this is romance, they may not come in right away and present as if it is that. This is somebody that may come in and kind of give this the implication that they're just being responsible and they're trying to be fair and create, justice and harmony and right their wrongs, and want you to kind of acknowledge this and give them the opportunity with the Eight of Pentacles to work on overcoming and fixing the energy that they operated in before. But again, I don't know how you feel about this. So I'd love to see how this one resonates. This one was a bit perplexing for me. The energy stayed consistent in all of the card pulls. I was initially kind of on the fence about whether or not I wanted to even do this one. I was going to narrow it down to just two piles for this group, for this reading, simply because this energy kept coming through and it feels so heavy. And also there's so much energy of deceptive energy, of deceptive vibes. And I still feel like some of these people, very few of them are positive and they are changed. But the fact that the energy was so all over the place, it made me feel like for a majority of these people, if not all of them, their energy is not very straightforward, because the energy of all the readings have read very smooth and easy. However, the energy has kept coming through as scattered. Even the way that I've had to tell the reading, I've had to give the reading, has me bouncing back and forth because the energy just keeps throwing me off. It feels very inconsistent, if you will. And there's nothing really inconsistent about the energy that's coming from the way they're supposed to be presenting. Another thing that really bothered me is the fact that that Seven of Swords energy has kind of stood out throughout all the cards. And mind you, the Sun card is out here. So there is no reason why the Seven of Swords should have ever outshined the Sun card, because the Sun card always stands out to me. The Sun card and Wheel of Fortune are two cards that tend to stand out very brightly within a reading. It doesn't matter what other cards are around. But every time I've shuffled, that Seven of Swords has come out multiple times. And every single time it has stood out amongst everything else. And I take that as that this person still has hidden agendas. They are coming in to benefit, I feel, for a lot of them more than what they're putting in. And some of these people are having issues in their life, or they're having financial problems, or they just ended a connection, or there's this deep desire to be with you, to have you back. And they're at a point where they're so desperate that they're willing to come in and maybe try to pull the wool over your eyes. I don't think that will happen because it looks like you have fulfilled a energy of spiritual transformation. And I feel like your intuition is on point, and I feel like you have moved into this more mature energy very much past this person. So I do feel like even for those of them that have matured and they're coming in to right these wrongs with that Seven of Wands, they may want to overcome these obstacles, but I feel like you may be in that Seven of Wands where you may successfully shut them down and close this chapter for good with that World card. And I don't think this person is ready for that, but I really don't care. But if you do, I'm wishing you all the best because I can't speak for everyone's situation. It is a general reading. But if I'm honest, throughout the process, this person's energy has felt very irritating to me. And I've tried to be unbiased, because some of these people could be genuine and some of you could be very much in love with this energy or these energies. And I don't want to offend anyone or insult anyone. But the process of doing this reading has very much disrupted my spirit in a way. And it's kind of made me feel a little off key and very, very, very agitated, to the point where I wanted to try to hurry up and get the reading done just so I don't have to deal with this anymore. And that makes me feel like for some of you, that is the energy that this person gives you, the energy of not wanting to have to deal with them or just trying to deal with them as necessary and keep it at that. So again, how you feel about the reading, I can't speak. How you feel about this person, I will certainly not speak on. But me personally, anyway, we won't go into that, but if it resonated, please feel free to like and subscribe. And you can let me know in the comments if you choose. And if interested, you can return to the channel. There are other topics, videos, and readings there as well. But other than that, thank you. Welcome to your reading, Group 3, regarding what can you expect to be taking place within your life throughout this current week that we are in. So I've already pre-shuffled and pulled the cards. We'll go ahead and identify the cards that came through, and then we'll get into your reading. So the first card out is the Hermit, followed by the Magician. And then we have the Temperance, followed by the Page of Cups. And then the final card out is the Knight of Cups. Bottom of the deck energy is the Eight of Pentacles. For the clarifying cards from a separate tarot deck, I pulled 3 typically, but 4 came out. So for those cards, we have the Seven of Wands, followed by the Two of Cups. And then we have the Six of Cups, followed by the Five of Cups. Bottom of the deck energy is the Knight of Pentacles. So really quickly, it doesn't matter if you're male or female, masculine or feminine energy, the messages should apply no matter what. So for this group, I feel like this week there's quite a bit going on based on these cards. So I feel like for some of you, there is maybe some progress within your career, within your finances, with this Eight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck here and this Magician and Temperance. I feel like you're finding some level of balance or equilibrium within your life. You could be coming into this very calm and peaceful state where things are kind of balancing out. And there's an energy of really being passionate about life, passionate about creating the life that you want. With this Hermit going into the Magician, some of you could be coming out of Hermit mode. You could be coming out of this very reflective, healing state that you've been in. And you could maybe be putting a lot of action into building something, starting something, pursuing something. For others of you, like I said, this is just you maybe now having found the vision that you have for yourself and things that you want for yourself. But I do feel like while you are working on yourself, while you are pursuing what you want, while you are working on your finances, career, and spiritual balance, there may be a romantic offer that comes in for some of you because we have the Page of Cups followed by the Knight of Cups. And then we also have the energy of the Knight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck for the clarifiers. And we have the Two of Cups and Six of Cups. So I'm going to be very clear here. For some of you, and take it how it resonates. For some of you, there could be a new romantic offer coming in, perhaps from somebody that you work with. And there may be also a returning energy from somebody that you were married to, or that you had a family with, or that you had a lot of complications and challenges with. And you walked away from them. This person is having a lot of regrets with this Five of Cups. And they could be going through a bit of a depression over the ending and want to kind of come in and make an offer that is valuable. For some of you, this is definitely an energy of you kind of really being focused on yourself and your own life. And this it's kind of like because your head is down and you're working and you're really working on your spiritual and material plane, really working to have this kind of beauty and calm in your life. it's almost like your energy is so detached from anything and anyone else that it's drawing in more people. It's like this growth and this improvement in your own self and in your own life is energetically bringing in romance. And I do feel, again, with this Seven of Wands coming out with this Two of Cups, Six of Cups, and this Five of Cups, there is somebody for you that you have maybe completed a cycle with. And I do feel like with the Seven of Wands is overcoming conflicts and challenges, meaning that whatever this connection was, there was a lot of disagreements, a lot of chaos, a lot of toxicity. It could have been an unhealthy attachment. There could have been a lot of passion and desire and chemistry. There could have been other people involved in this. But there's definitely a desire here for this person that's operating in this Knight of Pentacles energy. They're coming in slow, but based off of these cards, they're coming in. And there is a lot of regret over how they behaved in the past. There is a desire to overcome obstacles and move back into this Two of Cups energy of fairness and harmony and joy. And I do feel, again, I don't know how you'll feel about it. The cards are not telling me, but obviously it wouldn't, because this is a general reading and each of you may feel differently about this. But I still feel like with this Page of Cups and Knight of Cups, for some of you, there is maybe more than likely a new offer coming in as well. And with the Page of Cups going into the Knight of Cups, I feel like this is somebody that's been in their head about you for a while. They've been maybe planning to come forward. And it's like now they're wanting to finally take the action to move towards you. They could have seen you or maybe been watching you in this hermit mode, watching you in this Eight of Pentacles, really just working on yourself, really just passionate and inspired about your own life and your own dreams and goals. And they're maybe feeling like now is the right time to come in, because maybe now you're out and about more, your energy is more open, and you're more in this social type of state. The Temperance card also can represent reconciliation, finding balance and harmony in something that was not that before. So again, I feel like that reconfirms for some of you, there is somebody from the past that is more than likely coming back in. But the energy that is coming back in is more than likely operating where they may be bringing a gift, or they may be coming in with this energy where it's a bit more professional, not as romantic focused, maybe wanting to build trust, wanting to build this energy of balance and harmony and stability, and kind of let it move more into this energy of the Two of Cups. Because I do notice that with the Knight of Pentacles, the person is coming in, and then at the bottom of the deck on the original card pull, it's the Eight of Pentacles, where you're working to build something. And then with the Seven of Wands, this is quickly overcoming and conquering your conflicts, your struggles, competition, things and people that have come up against you, that has stood in your way. But again, I can't speak on it. This is feeling very similar to pile two. Kind of feels like a mix of pile two and pile three. I do feel like there's a different energy here. I'm not really getting an energy from this that I got from the previous two groups, but there are similar elements. So I do feel like you will have maybe some breakthroughs in your finances and career this week. I do feel like you're going to be very focused on yourself this week, very focused on your projects, creative endeavors. If you're a business owner or building a business, you're going to be focused on that. I do feel like this may be a very calm and kind of easy, a more harmonious week for you. But I do still feel like there are energies coming in. I feel like there's one that has a lot of regret, and I feel like there may be a new one for some of you. Some of you, this is two energies. For others of you, this is the past person that's coming in, but they may want to come in with a renewed energy and have you view them as somebody that is more marriage minded, somebody that is more loyal, more faithful, somebody that is desiring to work and build and overcome the challenges that have been present in the past and even in the present. But they may feel like you're going to be defensive. They may feel like you may operate in this Seven of Wands where you don't want to be bothered. You're kind of closed off. You're more aggressive and assertive and kind of shutting them down. But I feel like this person's coming in a bit timid. With this Five of Cups and this Knight of Pentacles is giving me timid, right? They may present in a confident way, but there's something about their energy that feels very guilty, very shameful, very doubtful. But I feel like, again, it doesn't matter. They're moving in. This is somebody that could have taken a while to build up courage to come towards you. This is somebody that I feel is very much self-aware, because the Five of Cups is definitely an energy of somebody that has a lot of guilt and shame, somebody that is, kind of knowledgeable about where they messed up, or it could be a card of self-blame, like blaming oneself for how things ended. And in other words, this person may be aware that they created a lot of challenges and conflicts in this, and maybe they're feeling like they need to come in and make an offer to work and overcome that, basically fixing things, but wanting to work together with you to fix things. They could see you as very detached and closed off with this hermit energy, somebody that doesn't want to be bothered, somebody that's working on themselves with the magician, somebody that's focused on taking inspired action to build their own dreams and goals. Also with that Eight of Pentacles, somebody that has transformed and healed with this Temperance card. But I do feel like this is also somebody that wants to heal something within this connection where this is a past person. I do feel like this is somebody that wants to find balance and harmony in this situation. And they want you to see the value in them and the value in what this could be. How you feel about that, I can't say. But it's in here. This is somebody that I feel sees having a Ten of Pentacles with you, a Two of Cups dynamic, where things can be beneficial and prosperous and wealth, and you can have this legacy and empire together. But I feel like they are acknowledging that there's going to be conflicts. I do feel like this conflict, the Seven of Wands, is them acknowledging that they will have to overcome you as a conflict and struggle. It's almost like they're already preparing for this, because the Queen of Swords did show itself in the initial card pull for the first tarot deck. So they may be seeing you as very cold and detached. Also, this Hermit card, the back is to the rest of the cards, very much closed off and in their own lane, not really worried or wanting to be bothered. So they could be seeing you as somebody that they will have to go up against. They're seeing you as the person that is the challenge, that you are the conflict, that you are the obstacle to this Two of Cups. They're having to overcome your defensive mechanisms, your cold energy, the energy of you being emotionally detached and being in this energy of maybe this person feels like you're going to cuss them out, or you're going to verbally, berate them, like tear them apart. And they may deserve it. Because with this Five of Cups, it's very much giving me the energy that this person knows they did wrong. But for some of you, there is, for everyone here, I feel like this is definitely a past person. But for some of you, there is also a newer offer coming in, I see here. So you may have two options. The Hermit is single on their own, really focused. The Magician is really somebody that's working on manifesting and creating their heart's desires. The Eight of Pentacles is somebody that their head is down. They're not really focused on love or anything like that, working on their finances, working on their own stability, building their own empire. And this is you just really wanting to enjoy that level of balance and peace and harmony and tranquility in your own life. But based on these cards, there's energies that want to be with you. They kind of want to take you out of this hermit mode and have you as their own. And we have the knights out here. So these are energies that are taking action. Yeah, so I'm going to leave it there. Of course, if it resonated on any level, please feel free to like and subscribe. You can let me know in the comments if you choose. And if interested, you can return to the channel. There are other topics, videos, and readings there as well. But other than that, thank you.